just don't want him to poop in that one because then we're gonna sit here and fucking smell it. Go ruin the front of my house, not this one.
How many bathrooms in here?
3.
The ceilings are like uncomfortably low.
It's just this area. The master bedroom's got fucking massive ceilings. I have no idea. And even more so, you walk into that room, regular ceilings. It's just this one spot they're low. I don't get it. It's very weird.
You ever watch Smiling Friends?
Dude, I saw that clip on Twitter. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
You should get high and watch it.
I don't really smoke weed anymore.
You should do drugs and watch it.
Guys. Today we're learning about.
No, Heather and I watched all 11 episodes last night. They're like 10 minutes long. And it was
No wonder you got spirits in your house.
really fucking funny.
What are we
Smiling Friends.
What are you drinking, Cody? You drinking
I'm
a
drinking
beer?
I'm drinking a beer.
I'll drink a beer with you, bro. We got the whiteys and the beeries. Okay. We're sitting comfortable. I'm like, hi, am I in focus?
You hot. Fuck this lime shit.
You got one, Clean?
Let me grab one.
I'm gonna down this real quick.
I got more.
Good. Then I'll go to a white. I don't know.
Oh,
I'll
wait, is
share.
that like bad?
Oh my God! And he wonders why he's never invited on. Already fucked it up, Clint.
My bad.
This is bad juju. God, this is why Cody's house is
You
haunted.
gonna make the sound. It's your fault his house is haunted.
My bad.
Make the sound. Make the sound.
You calling a cat?
Say hi to Eli. It's racially ambiguous and Baddie. That guy's fucking ridiculous. Donut. That's harder to rhyme, but he's a really nice guy. Welcome to Unsubscribe.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the Unsubscribe podcast. Make sure wherever you're listening or watching, whether it's on YouTube, Castro, Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, Podbean, Stitcher, or that's all of them. Please leave a comment, like it, thumbs up it, give it a rating of 5 stars, whatever you can do. It helps the podcast out immensely. And Donut and Eli will be very happy if you do that. And we want to make Donut and Eli happy today.
Yeah, for 5 stars on everything, and a comment if there's possible, because we need to be at the top. Don't it say something motivating? And that's where
Come subscribe.
Hi, everyone. Unsubscribe podcast here. I'm joined today by Baddie Streams, Eli Double Tap, and one of the best looking men in Texas, Klean. He's single, ladies. He's single.
Oh,
He
wow.
is single, and that's this episode. Would you swipe right or left?
Tell us about your wiener, Klean.
Well, it's above average. Nothing to brag about, but nothing to be ashamed of. So, pretty happy with it.
Very nice.
Like my childhood. I don't know.
Your childhood was not above average.
No,
Eli.
it was poor.
It was super poor.
We were talking about that. I was like, I remember my aunt and cousin, and they had food stamps. I was like, man, they get all the good food and live in the nice apartment. I was like, I was really poor. When that's my thought process, I was like, your
They
boy
got it good,
was
man.
poor.
Imagine
Holy
being
shit.
too poor for food stamps. I think you couldn't get the pen to fill out the paperwork. Like, I
Can't afford the pen,
don't
sorry.
have a table to write on. Come here, Eli. I need to use your back.
Oh, I love it. Hi,
man.
welcome, buddy.
It's good to be on, guys. Thanks for.
It's been a long time since
Yeah.
you were on the podcast.
I think I was on like one of the first episodes.
You were, I think, one of the
before
first
double
10.
digits. Yeah.
Yeah,
Before
yeah,
double
Definitely
digits for
sub
sure.
10.
because you were on it when we used to do it at Cody's place too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
And talk about video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to talk about video games.
Yeah. How that has changed. Gamer boys, huh?
Oh, how things have
Have
changed.
changed. Oh, man.
No,
We're getting so many good guests on here. We had Demolition Ranch, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and now we have Klean on
I'm
here.
so fucking excited.
I mean, we had Leon Lush. We
Leon
had
Lush.
fucking Danny Warsnaw.
Big shout out to Leon for the worst episode ever in performance.
Yeah, that was kind of a bummer, man. You know what's fucked up? He actually listens to this now.
I know, that's even better.
We
That's
love
why
you,
I'm just gonna be
Leon.
like, God damn it.
I guess that's you for being a dick.
He touched me. That's what happened.
Where did he touch you?
On the shoulder
Oh,
and other places.
no spot.
Eli's shoulder is his sensitive spot. So when you grab him,
Jeez. You
You
like
just-
ticklish there?
Yeah, no, you just get mean and batty when you touch.
for whatever
You're
reason,
around
Eli
me.
touches our guests and they get angry.
No, it's just
This
like a
is
curse.
Baddie.
Not me.
A curse.
Maybe you're the one who put the spirit in Cody's house.
No, I would have put it in
Can we
this
talk
house.
about that?
Yeah, I guess, man. Everyone in my house thinks my house is haunted. It's like there's all these weird noises now and shit, and the dogs get angry at nothing, like
First-
in empty rooms. And
Heather's a basic ass white bitch, so that understands that. Second, chocolate's black. So he's gonna be.
Melissa's a Mexican.
And she's Mexican. She's brown.
I don't
So
know. I don't believe in this
They're
shit,
superstitious and they hate ghosts.
Sounds like you need some sage.
Yeah. Well, since they all believe in it and they're all kind of spooked up right now, we're gonna get Klean over there, and he's gonna burn some sage for us.
I like
Burn
that.
some sage.
I like the idea. It's like ghosts, evil spirits,
Go grass.
like walking around the house. It's
gonna
like
burn-
this,
I'm just gonna
this
burn up-
smoke.
Some of my weeds.
Yeah.
Grab some shit out my yard real quick. What the fuck, man? Why? Why is that a thing?
You think like the Constantine stuff would work if it's real? I could like put holy water on my bullets on my
I think
bedside
that
gun.
would do
We would
better
sit on the
than.
floor.
I
Slit
mean,
your
it
wrists.
put some
Slow
salt.
down time
Maybe
to see
you know,
Jesus.
salt might
Could
work.
do that.
Salt bullets, salt shotgun shells.
Oh yeah, get some rock salt so it won't go through the
Yeah.
walls.
Maybe some silver bullets for the werewolves.
Mm. Yeah.
Since
we're thinking there might be one of those in the house.
shit. Some crucifixes for the vampires that might.
Gotta hang the garlic up.
That's true.
Spirits are crazy, man.
I just love it's like, okay, draw a circle of salt. Okay. And then sage. Burn the shit out of some sage. All those ghosts will leave. How does that stop? Especially demonic ones.
The fuck does that even mean? What do you mean demonic
So
ones?
there are good spirits and there are bad spirits.
See?
Okay, so there's
Come
a
on.
difference.
I need you to break this down Barney style for me. Okay.
Okay, so like in the spiritual community, there's what are called good spirits, and then you have your bad spirits. The bad spirits like to do bad stuff, like possess you and make you do nasty things. While the good
Maybe
spirits
I have
are
a
just
demon
kind
in me, guys.
of maybe a little bit. Everybody's got one in them, a little bit.
Taco Bell demon.
No, that one's been removed. Don't worry. That one doesn't stay in me long after I get it.
Oh Jesus!
It's a quick
got
8-hour
the
turnaround on
bidet, and then the Taco Bell demon went away.
So is this a bad demon? Are we talking about
I don't
Donut?
know.
Or
Things
is it,
just keep slamming in the house, and we find doors open outside, and
So it's
the
a
animals are
moody
growling and
teenager
shit.
demon?
Yeah,
Somebody was
dude.
like murdered in your house, maybe. Like
I don't know. I don't believe in this shit. I think it's all coincidence happening at the same time.
like, oh my God, Donut, you didn't hear it? But the dryer door is shut. You're like,
I
okay.
didn't say that, Heather. That was all Eli.
She doesn't listen to this.
No, she's getting some. No.
oh fuck.
You're like, ah!
Nah,
Damn it.
Just in case. Nah.
Yesterday I was doing something on the today I was putting up dishes, and there's dishes that have been there for like 2 hours, and I was like looked over and it started falling. I caught it and I put it back up. I was like, whoo. Sav was like, man, good catch, babe. I was like, yeah. My first reaction was like, it's a fucking ghost. You see that, babe? It pushed over those 2 dishes, trying to ruin our day. I was just like, oh, fucking gravity. Just
What if gravity is a ghost?
yeah. Newton is explaining this. I was like, yeah. I was like, that's how that worked. Now, and I will get into, I love some ghost shit. I watch scary ghost stories all the time. It's some of my favorite shit. And you do get the ones that, I'll have to send them. There's like ones where you're like,
Okay,
okay,
you
that,
shiver a little bit, makes you a little scared.
yeah, the ones where you're like, I can't explain that entire fucking thing, like, period. And there are some real good ones where people, like, you're generally,
It's hard to bring reason into some of those situations sometimes, like because like the way that we were kind of like programmed is to like, oh,
you gotta try to logically
yeah,
think
you're,
about
you're
it.
trying to
and when you
logically
can't-
like put it together, and you can. It's just like your brain just isn't
It's
really
like-
working.
my
you
last
know?
2 brain cells were like, shoot.
Ghost.
There's that one. It was a fucking dude. He's like video. He just explores shit. It was a cave. He was exploring a cave, and Home Dude has like all these like thousands of videos of urban exploration. Only one he was like he never does haunted shit. It was the only time he was like, yo, I'm like hyper uncomfortable right now, and he's like, I can't. He's like, He's like 2 miles into this fucking cave system, like really far
It's
in.
gonna take a minute to get out.
Yeah, and he starts hearing sounds down there, and it's like weird. And then and his camera caught it. He didn't see it visually. He was just like, and it looks like 2 sets of eyes come out, look, and then go back up. And he just keeps walking that way because he didn't see it on the camera. He's like walking back that way, and he hears these weird sounds again. And he's like, huh, okay.
That fight or fright response starts to kick in real fast, especially when you don't.
Well, he
have any
didn't know.
logic
He
to the
didn't see the
situation.
eyes until he got home.
Oh yeah, that probably made him shit his pants.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
Oh fuck.
And there was another one.
Yeah.
It was a house, and the dude. It was a hospital or abandoned, one of those things.
A mental
Of course.
institution that's
Mental
been shut down where they
institution.
killed 400 people.
Yeah, no big deal. It's totally
America.
Vandalism. It was like a piece of shit. And he's just going through, and he doesn't notice anything. It was his viewers that like, it was in the comment section like, bro, you missed like someone or something was there with you, because the first one, there's just a small hole in the wall, and you see what looks like an eye looking at him and then goes. And he's just like going like this, just looking around. It's on the ceiling, so he didn't even register. And then once he clips in, cuts it, you're like, oh, that looks like a fucking face up there looking, and then moves away. And the second one was like a shadow. Oh, he's in this place by himself. He's looking around, and then you see a shadow. Like, you just, like in the background, you just see it looks like an arm drop and then disappear out of it. And it is far away. He doesn't notice it. He goes like throughout the rest of the video, he's like, oh, cool fucking place, and leaves. Then after comment section, he's like, oh, motherfucker, was someone there with me, or was it a ghost?
Those spirits, man.
I'm uncomfortable. I will say that I used to like binge watch like urban exploration videos. I love that shit.
That shit was fun, man. I used to watch that all the time as well.
Just like seeing people exploring crazy old fucking missile silos and shit
Yeah.
like that, like sewers, insane underground sewer systems or old hospitals, whatever. It's crazy what like 40 years of decay does. Just 40 years of decay just does to these buildings or anything.
Oh yeah,
like that.
especially
It's-
when they're not maintained or anything
That's
like
it.
that.
Like how fast our world just decomposes.
Oh yeah, no. I honestly, like, it would take probably 30 to 60 days for like nobody to mow their lawns anymore, and like for like if society ever like went blacked out, everything would, like, nature would just be like, this is mine now, and they're just like, it would just take everything back, and it wouldn't even look like the same type of place that we live in now.
Nature is healing.
Yeah,
Nature's healing.
Oh no, that's us. We're the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, some of those fucking caves, like, and then you got those scary videos, like that one you ever see where they're exploring the cave and they find that little girl in it.
No.
What?
Someone left, so a little girl got lost in a cave. So these people are in there. She didn't speak English, and it's a big.
They just found a child in a cave.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's
they
not
were
like
like
an immigration
walking.
tunnel. Like,
They were deep in this cave, and they're like go through this little part, and it's a little girl just standing in the dark, and they're like, "What the fuck?" Huh? And she can't speak English, and they're like, "Holy shit!" So they're like, "Hey, you have to come with us. Come with us. Take her up." Her parents didn't know where the fuck she was. She was in the cave, just wandering around.
how long was she in there?
It was like a few hours, which
Oh,
that
okay.
kid's
Jesus Christ,
traumatized
dude.
for
Yeah,
a while.
pitch black.
And that
He's
happened
running
with,
into walls and shit.
Be like,
Bro, can you just imagine? Like, look at these cool stalagmites and child. Like, dude, I'd be like, it's not real. Just turn around and walk the fuck
Time
away.
to go.
Like,
How good's a
nope.
ghost?
I would have kicked it.
Fuck
I'd be like,
this
that's a
shit,
demon
that's
ghost.
what-
That demon bleeds. That's weird.
why is it screaming?
Fuck that shit. Do you
Looks like
watch
it's in
those?
pain.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the Chernobyl exploration videos? Urban
Oh, there's
exploration.
so
Oh, yeah.
my god.
Yeah,
there's
that
so
was
much.
really cool.
Honestly, the Stalker franchise is like one of my favorite gaming franchises, and it takes place there. Really fucking cool place. There's a lot of history there, and it's also really like creepy.
Yeah, because it's a fucked up situation.
Oh yeah, a lot of people fucking died. Radiation, plants dead,
Animals still
mutants
surviving.
potentially.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, the mutant animal videos on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They
those are
just
weird.
survive there, and they're like, that's weird. These animals, they're alive somehow. Do you know how radiation works? How it breaks down your
Your cells on like a crazy level, right? Like super-
you're like your DNA just literally just
peels apart.
falls apart, and that's for everything. That's why that like helicopters and it stops working, because that it just
Yeah, it
molecular.
yeah.
it breaks everything apart, and it just
Destroys the
fails.
I want to go
Sure,
watch
yeah.
that Chernobyl fucking show. Was that on HBO?
Yeah, you've never seen it.
No, I
I've
did,
never
I did,
seen
I
it
did.
either. Honestly, I haven't
seen it
bothered.
either.
It is so good.
I'm a
Bro,
fucking degenerate, dude.
what?
I just watch anime.
No, fuck. Oh my god, neither of you seen Chernobyl?
No.
Holy shit, it's so good. It's unbelievable. I've
Really?
rewatched it like 3 or 4 times.
Oh, okay.
Mystery in Between Chernobyl.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
It's
It's
better
supposed
than
to-
Mr. In
it's
Between.
By the way, I
Supposed to be pretty
am
intense.
almost on the first season, Mr. In Between.
It's so good, isn't
Very
it?
good.
Dude,
Very good,
isn't
very
the
good.
dialogue? You haven't seen this show. It is so
Like an
differently filmed.
Australian,
Yeah, no, you guys have told me about it. I'm gonna check it out for sure.
but Chernobyl's on a different fucking plane.
How many episodes is it?
Yeah, 10 or 11. It's not.
Yeah.
It's like a mini series.
I
Like
might
HBO
only
mini
be
series.
6 to 10. It's short.
Yeah.
They're an hour a piece.
I think Russia came out and they're like, "This show is propaganda. It is not. It was not like this."
Yeah,
It's like,
they did. Like, we handle it fine. Chernobyl, not a big
we
deal.
spray water. It was no big deal. Radiation
Coffin,
gone.
we hide it. It's fine.
And you get to see, like, they go through everything that was fucked up from, like, the beginning to the freak
Oh,
out
yeah, dude.
to the cover up.
Well, radiation poisoning is really, really fucked up because like it's a really painful and slow way to die depending on how much you get dosed. And like a lot of people, your skin can literally just
It just
melt.
falls. It just falls
Yeah,
off.
it's just
Oh, what's better is that, and they talk about it on there. You have your recovery period where you actually feel better. You feel like you feel like shit, and then all of a sudden
like,
one
I'm
day,
good. Oh!
yeah, it's like one day, like
then
you'll be
your
like,
organs
holy
melt.
shit, and that's what happens. You're literally what do they call it? It sloshes off. Like your organs just they turn into paper and just melt. That's what happens.
Liquefaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yummy.
whoop.
Your meat bag's leaking. leaking everywhere, dude. It's not doing so good. You gotta watch Chernobyl. Holy shit.
Yeah, I
Cody.
gotta watch it now.
Probably
Wow.
so good. You get to see
I'll
that.
watch it with you. I'll come over and watch it.
Okay.
With you.
And it's
'cause I haven't
like-
seen it either.
It's like a docu-series, but they
burn sage.
dramatize
You'll
it
burn
so
sage and
well.
and watch Chernobyl.
Yeah, burn sage and watch
You're gonna be
it.
sitting there quietly, just a little burning bush on your fucking coffee table. Like, what
At least the
fuck?
spirits aren't here. Like,
You know what's my
Paragon.
favorite part? When it's like the international ghost hunter and they're like, okay, we're in this like fucking Vlad Tepes castle.
some of that's just so
Dracula's.
corny,
We're in
man.
Dracula's castle. Let's get this. Ghost, what is up? And then you hear it's like, get out. It's like weird. They're in Transylvania and the ghosts speak English. Fucking crazy.
Wow.
Everything's still English in ghost language. They just don't care about it.
Everybody speaks American. You know, American TV. They already know what's going on. Like,
Well, America is heaven.
Oh no, only America goes to heaven. Oh no. Oh, there we go, pissing off religion again.
This is what we
Hope you speak English. That's what they let you in at the gate, brother.
Fucking God.
Oh man,
Yes.
You need to
So-
watch it. Oh God. What's up, Cody?
I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say something. I was like,
I was gonna transition into video games.
Oh,
perfect. Let's see this
Oh.
natural transition. I'm liking it.
Transition.
Smooth so far.
Do you like video games?
let me think about it for a second. Yes, I do.
Good, that's a podcast.
did
There
it.
it is.
Yeah,
Hey,
what
thanks
a
for coming, guys.
Shut her down.
What a
Thank you,
segment.
Amazing. Games are cool. You playing any games, Cody? You like video games?
I haven't played anything in a minute. I'm playing through Modern Warfare 2 right now, so I can get to the no Russian.
Oh yeah.
Thing.
Was that
classic.
the first mission?
No,
that
it's,
was
like- that was the
it's like
opening.
halfway through.
Is
it.
it? I
Yeah.
don't fucking
No, the
remember,
opening
dude.
says, "Do you want to play a really gnarly mission throughout this?" and
Yes,
you just
that's what it is.
You don't know
That's
what
what
it
it
is when you're playing through the first time. It's like,
You're just like, oh,
yeah,
whatever. And then you get to the mission, you're like, oh, this is cool. Oh.
Bro, like thinking about that level in a game now.
oh, people would be angry. I'm surprised
They were angry then.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
They were. I was gonna say they're mad.
angry.
I'm
They're
surprised
very
they
upset.
haven't went back and like taken it out. Like they're taking down all
Yeah.
the statues and shit. They're like,
Well,
well, this is bad. We're just gonna go back
There
and
is a
change
game that's
history.
getting kind of controversial right now. It's called Ready or Not. It's like a SWAT.
Controversial?
Well, there's some areas of it that are controversial because like they have like a school shooter mission coming up, and it's called Ready or Not. It's like a SWAT sim game. It's like the spirit. They literally say it's like the spiritual successor to SWAT 4. And there's going to be a school shooting mission there, and there's other missions where like you break into pedophiles' houses and you have to like go save children. And like
To be
shoot
clear, when he
I
says
played
school
through
shooting, he
that one.
means we're stopping the school
Yeah,
shooting.
we're stopping the school shooting.
Not
Not
talking about
no
the
Russians.
Yeah. Just real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, Tommy. No candy cane talk.
Nope.
Get your phone out and call your friend and tell them not to come to school tomorrow. First
Hey, I
part of
like
the
you
mission.
guys. Don't come to school tomorrow.
Thanks for the candy. Yeah, that game's
Baddie's like,
fucking.
God damn it.
That game's hard as shit though.
No, it's a hard fucking game. It's difficult. Like it's the AI is very challenging and very human.
and you die quick as fuck in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like real quick. I was playing with Freddie and Nico on that one. They were trying to teach it to me. I was like, what the best thing is just use the 9mm. No, it's the ARs don't recoil much.
I mean, all the guns in the game are like simulated pretty well because I mean, like you guys shoot, like guns don't have that much recoil in like some games, like Escape from Tarkov. Like yeah, it's fucking.
Wait, not everyone shoots like a gun in Counter Strike and they just go everywhere, just
Weird.
bullets fucking left and right out the barrel. What?
Full auto's not the most controllable thing.
Oh, yeah. True. I mean,
it goes pretty much everywhere.
No, you're definitely right about that. But I mean, most of the guns in that game are pretty controllable for the most part. But I mean, they're doing some controversial stuff just because, like, they're like, hey, this is the type of stuff that real cops get called on to do, and like, this is the real world, and like, we can't. Their goal isn't to like Hollywood that shit and politicize it because, like, let's be honest, like, you were on SWAT, like, you probably got called on to some fucking really fucked up calls.
Yeah,
and,
gnarly stuff.
Yeah, and like, you know, it's just like, it kind of just goes to show like what you guys kind of go through because, like, let's be honest.
No,
like,
you're wrong. The world is full of rainbows and unicorns, and nothing bad ever happens.
Yeah.
Stop it.
And the cops are bad.
stop that. Nothing bad
They
happens.
never go on calls where people are shooting other people ever.
Yeah.
ACAB.
Just
At
hug
Fuck 12.
fights.
Hug fights. We have a hug
Yes.
fight breaking out.
Guys, he's getting ready to tickle. Watch out.
So shit.
That's
God.
when you hit him with the taser tickle.
Is that silly string?
It's like that one senator when that 14-year-old girl was stabbing the other girl, and that one senator
Oh,
got on
yeah.
Twitter and said, "Kids have been knife fighting for years now. Why did the officer
forgot
shoot
about
her?"
that.
It's like,
Oh God, yeah. Oh my God,
that
just
thing.
a fun little knife
yeah,
fight.
it was like it's a fun little knife.
Little
fight.
knife
Crazy. I've never been in a knife fight, man. That's wild.
Dude, me either. I mean, I was a Marine Corps martial arts like combat instructor, and like they always said like, hey, like we teach you knife fighting, but like you don't want to get in a knife fight. That shit sucks. Like it's
Rule
very-
number one in my fight. You're going to get cut.
Yeah, you're gonna get fucking cut. Somebody's gonna get hurt. And that shit's fucking scary. I liked it because we had like lacrosse gauntlets on and like helmets and shit, and we'd go in the woods with like fucking plastic knives and like stab each other and shit. But you know, that was kind of fun because it's kind of like a game. But when you have real knives, it's actually like, oh, this is actually gonna hurt me.
My organs hurt now. Owie.
Ow, I can't feel my fingers anymore.
Yeah, they're gone. yeah, they fell
What
off.
happened?
I think I heard someone say one time, it's like there's two losers in a knife fight: the guy that dies on scene and the guy that dies in the ambulance.
Yeah, that's actually
shit.
yeah.
I won't mess with like knives. I'm like, nah.
I mean, honestly, like if I had to choose, like I'd rather get shot.
I'd run.
I'd rather just get shot.
There's a knife I can outrun.
Yeah.
It's like, cool, there's a knife.
First,
my-
gotta be faster
my
than your buddy.
bullet, yeah. My bullets are faster than the
Daddy's
knife
gonna
thing.
fall.
I just flash a bright light in Baddie's eyes.
Shit, no, not my hand. What am I gonna do?
I cast sacrifice. Run away from Baddie.
Y'all are rude.
Hey, you know the rules of zombie land.
You know what, man's right.
You gotta get in shape, buddy.
Yeah.
You're gonna die. Grantham said that too.
He did. He did. I was on my couch eating Cheetos and I saw him like, okay, Mike.
Thanks,
What
Mike.
okay, dude.
Oh, shout out to Mike. 2 million subs.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he crushing it, man.
Yeah. Hit 2
He's at
million
2?
subs
What's
yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
Brandon's so close too, man. I think he's less than 100,000 away.
Imagine losing to
Yeah.
Grantham.
Imagine having to build him a very sick gun.
Was that the bet?
That was the bet. Yeah, Brandon's got to build him a. Does he build him an AK or was?
I think Brandon is gonna build him an AK.
Okay.
Something like
That's
that.
concerning. I'd rather have one of Brandon's builders build me an AK.
Yeah, I didn't-
Yeah, actually, yes. Good point.
Was it Brandon's going to build him an AR or an AK? Because
An AR would make more sense.
yeah, I don't know. It was one of the things. It's
Yeah,
going to be a
one of
super
them.
sick gun, and Brandon was. They were like neck and neck there for a minute.
Yeah, they're
and,
close. Brandon was right up on his ass.
And then I think Mike like ramped up the amount of videos he was putting.
Oh,
out
yeah,
just
Mike
to
put
like
out
beat
some
him.
nutty videos.
Dude, his
Those
new
are
content's
good
been
ones
good. He
too,
put out
man.
his helmet video today.
Yeah, I saw
Oh,
that. I
did it?
saw
I
that.
haven't
Yeah,
seen it
yeah.
yet. Okay.
He's basically like, if you don't have your head, you're gonna go to the forever sky. So that's why you should have an armored helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. 'Cause sometimes you might get shot in the head.
Yeah, thanks, man.
You know, you
Sometimes
guys
you
are
might.
way better friends than I am because I don't watch anyone's YouTube shit. Even my YouTube, I don't even watch our own shit. Like, I've never watched an unsubscribe episode. I've never I don't like
Yes,
to
you
watch.
have. You've said you have on our podcast. Are you lying?
When have I said I've watched a full episode? You're the one that watches the full.
I have. Somebody has to watch it before
Drama
they go
alert,
live.
drama
Make sure we don't
alert.
get
Oh my
goddamn
God.
canceled. I gotta make sure we don't get canceled.
Baddie, that's gonna happen no matter what.
I'm texting Keemstar right now.
Drama alert! Whoop, whoop, whoop. White man yells at Mexican.
Yeah, I don't watch all of them, but I like to listen to some of
Okay.
some of them. Like I listened. I think the only one I've listened to the entirety of was when we had Stone Cold on.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
Stone Cold's like my favorite.
You know,
guest,
there's
man.
some people that like occasionally listen to this and they're like, they had Stone Cold on. Where's that episode?
Hold up.
they're
Hold
going
on a
through
second.
every
It's
single
like, I
one.
just see Goldberg.
Where is it?
Well, One of my like good buddies back home in Vermont is the biggest wrestling nerd in the world, and bro, has he been mad?
Was he geeking hard, dude?
Dude, my uncle, he's got wrestling tattoos and shit.
Oh my god,
massive fan. He's like, why the fuck did I just find out on the internet you had Goldberg on your podcast and you didn't tell it? I'm like, oh, sorry, man. Love you. I forgot.
I've never really, man. I've tried to watch wrestling because like I used to watch like MMA and stuff. I'm like, oh, it's like fighting. Oh no, it's not. Like it's very different. And
well, you're young, dude. You got like your generation. You're skipping an entire.
Yeah, we kind of missed out on that. Yeah.
Like a full decade. I was the tail end of what y'all fucking did, like Monday Night Raw.
Back then it was like it was like, I mean, it's still really big, but like back then it was just like mainstream entertainment.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It was like the shit to watch.
Goldberg, as Goldberg says, they moved
Monday Night Football
to be later.
They moved football later because wrestling.
It used to be on at the same time. People had to choose in their viewers, and people were picking wrestling over.
Wow, that's fucking cool.
That's the pinnacle.
How long has Goldberg been doing wrestling? It's probably
1990s,
like,
late 90s.
Late 90s he started, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he's what, 55?
54, 55.
He's still doing it.
I know like wrestling's like been around for a long time, but when did it like really kick off? Was it like early 90s?
80s, 90s. 80s and 90s, I think, were the prime, like Sting, Hulk, fucking.
Yeah. Oh, Sting, bro. I fucked with Sting. I remember Sting. He's cool. What was that one movie? I can't remember. It was like that wrestling movie.
Oh, with
you guys, I know, and like Sting comes
Diamond
out
upside down is a pussy.
Yeah. Dude, that movie was sick. And like Sting comes out at like the end of it, and he like fucking kicks one of the wrestlers' ass or something. They put him in like the cage. You know what I mean?
God, it's a comedy. It's literally a comedy movie.
It's so good.
Who has a David Arquette? Who's in that?
I honestly can't. I almost said Jack Black when I'm like, no, it wasn't him.
No.
Like it was somebody else, man. What was that fucking
I remember
movie?
that line that you just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Comedy wrestling movie, Baddie. Just
I'm looking it up right now.
I swear.
Dude, yeah, like it was a good fucking movie. Though.
Yeah, Diamond upside down's a
it was a good
pussy.
movie. I think no, Kid Rock wasn't in that one. I think I might be thinking of something else.
Was that David Arquette? Was that?
Can't remember. I know that's an old movie.
It was
man.
like 90s. It was like
Yeah,
90s,
early
2000s.
2000s. Yeah.
Ready to Rumble?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Who's in it? Who's the actors?
I literally just saw it. Googled Sting wrestling comedy movie. The first thing that shows up is right. David Arquette, Oliver Platt.
Yeah.
Scott.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I'm surprised I remember David Arquette was in that.
Yeah,
there we
bro.
go.
Dude, that movie was so good.
Huh.
No shit.
If you guys haven't seen that, go watch that.
I don't
don't know if I've seen it.
Dude, it's a good fucking movie. It's
probably
funny.
watched it when I was like 12.
Yeah.
I remember for me, like I watched it when I was like 10, maybe 11, like when I was really young. But I was like, this movie fucking rocks. Like,
Yeah.
I want to wrestle.
Yeah.
it was good, man.
He has like the.
Goldberg's in it? Look at all the wrestlers in it.
Oh yeah,
Goldberg's
Goldberg's in that.
Oh,
I remember.
yeah, he
I remember
comes out.
he's
Dude,
in like the gym
Goldberg.
scene.
Randy Savage.
Yeah.
DDP.
Booker T. Oh my God. Dallas
They
Page.
got a lineup, man.
It's Sid
Rey
Vicious.
Mysterio.
Dude, they have everyone in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena was in it uncredited. Get fucked.
No
Wow.
shit.
I can't see you.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh man.
But speaking of other like really garbage games, y'all played Battlefield 2042, right?
No, never heard of it. Wait, right before we go on games.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
You want to just do the one from Goldberg because he did a really good one? I mean, just
We'll add both.
I'll rub it in my hair right now.
Just say
Rub it in
yes
your hair
on
right
this
now.
one. Baddie. Oh,
Smells
here.
good.
It smells. That one smells. I actually.
Hey
really-
everyone, head over to adaregs.com, adaregs with a Z at the end, and use code Unsub and try out our new Smooth Operator pomade that just actually launched earlier this week.
Look at that lush.
Clean is
Man.
rubbing it in his hair right now.
Punch
and
into that.
God,
Fluck.
That one smells
Okay.
good though.
That does
It
smell
does.
really good.
Did you smell that one? Usually they
It's not
smell
like too strong.
No.
Yeah, it's just subtle, like not too much. You don't want it to be too potent.
It's smooth.
Oh my
Boom! Just got gas.
I hate you all. Again, outofregs.com, outofregs.com.
Use
code Unsub.
Boom! Unsub or
Boom.
cum 20. I think works too.
Come 20?
Yeah,
Is it really?
they put it in. Yeah, we and
Why,
people
is
have
this your
used it.
fault?
I don't know. Yes, probably.
They added it because people were typing it in, trying to use it, and then now we're getting cells using code 20 to save 20% off.
Sorry.
Joe was like, "Oh, people are using the thing."
You guys
so
got a
just
great viewership, man. It's really, really nice.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Like, I'm trying to figure out whose fan base is worse, like Brandon's or this.
How many times have you guys met your fan base IRL?
Yes.
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 on the randomly. We met him, but never like a meetup.
I don't know if I want an Unsub meetup. There's just too much cum.
They're just like, all right, get ready.
Guys, remember when you said cum?
Just throwing it at us.
Well,
We saved it in jars.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
God.
Since you started the podcast. Oh God.
Since you started since episode one.
dirty.
Yeah.
Yucky.
I'm uncomfortable.
Why are there
Drinking out of
amoebas?
White Claw, shut up.
So 2042, am I right?
Yeah, that game was bad.
It was really bad. We talked about it because that's Nico's main game.
Oh yeah,
I
Nico.
think I
That
quit.
Yeah, he quit. Yeah, he's playing Warzone now. He's gonna be playing BattleBit with me though. That game is actually really sick.
Yeah, you've been
What
talking
is it
about
called?
that a lot.
It's called BattleBit. It's made by like 3 devs. Like 2 of them are part time, one of them's full time. So it's basically made by one guy who's the main programmer. But it's basically like put Insurgency Sandstorm gunplay. If you guys ever played that,
Yep.
really cool
Mhm.
game.
Very good game.
Like you can take your magazine out and then like, oh, there's a guy, pull your handgun out, shoot him, and then pull your gun back out and then insert your magazine, so you don't get like Tarkov where you're like, oh no, fuck, and you're like stuck there reloading. You know, the gunplay is just really solid and it's simulated really well, but you can blow everything up. Like everything is destructible.
So is BattleBit like a realistic style looking game, or because it's called BattleBit?
So it like the characters kind of look like Roblox or Minecraft. The
Okay.
game, the game world doesn't though. It's like it's kind of like a low poly art style,
okay.
but it doesn't like play like how it looks at all. Like it really plays like a tactical shooter. Really, it's like a very realistic game, which is a lot of fun. And it's honestly just a lot of fun. Like you can just like you can VoIP.
Are there Robux in it?
No, there's no microtransactions.
We could play it with John.
Oh boy. Yeah, that was actually a really funny story. How much did you put you down the drain? Like 5 G's?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Then we told that on here 16 times, 17
Yeah.
times.
John will never outgrow that story.
You're gonna like probably bug his ass when he's 21 and be like, "Hey, it's your birthday, but like, remember when you spent $5 grand on Robux?"
Yeah, you want your first car? Pay for it.
Bet you can buy it in Robux.
Too bad, bitch.
Yeah, should have bought all those jets and mansions in Robux.
Fucking big ballin'. No, that game, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, just burn out on game. I haven't been
Oh.
playing. We were talking about
Oh,
this, Ed,
yeah, dude.
before we got here. We were like,
I haven't streamed in like 3 days, almost 4 days, just because like I get on the computer, I'm like looking through Steam, I'm like, fuck, bro. Like I even see people on Twitch, like people are gripping at straws right now. Just to-
Anything, dude.
anything, dude. People are
Anything.
playing like this blood hunt game, and it's literally like PUBG vampires, and it's like so fucking lame. There's like superpowers and all this fucking like zoomer shit, and I'm like, man, fuck all that crap, man. Like nobody wants that. Like nobody like 2042 was like such a garbage game,
oh, God.
mainly because like you have these huge AAA developers who don't even play video games, and they're making gameplay design decisions on a game, and they're making those decisions purely based on marketing, sales, and what like who will buy this product.
And culture.
And
right
culture,
now.
yeah, exactly. And so the 2 biggest shooters out were Modern Warfare and Apex Legends. And if you literally look at both of those games and then, okay, let's call it Battlefield instead, it plays just like both of them. There's grappling hooks. There's fucking sliding. You can literally slide uphill. Like and like there's the specialists. So everybody's unique and everybody has their own personal
Battle
character.
Grandma.
Yeah, Battle Grandma. Yeah, dude, that got you so
I was
salty,
so
dude.
fucking mad, dude.
Battle Grandma.
Why is there
dude.
a 58-year-old woman in kit running around in Battlefield right now?
Sliding.
What the fuck?
Is it really?
Yes.
Yeah, there's like a
Yeah.
6-year-old.
It was
She was like
awful.
60.
Again,
She was old.
Dude, you know how Netflix is like canceling all these shows because like they're so shit because they're trying to like politicize everything and everybody has to feel inclusive and all this bullshit. It's like nobody wants to fucking hear about any of this. Nobody fucking cares. You're appealing to an audience of people who don't even watch your shows.
That's it. That's it. You're appealing to an audience that doesn't actually give a fuck.
Yeah.
They just want to. They just want to bitch about you after you're done. Like, it doesn't matter. They're not buying your fucking
yeah,
shit.
it's the complaint culture nowadays, and you know it's like if you put out anything that's slightly controversial, like you get canceled and all this kind of bullshit, and like it's funny like with like the whole cancel culture thing too, and this whole woke bullshit like movement is that like they're cannibals. Like as soon as you do one wrong thing, you get eaten alive by the own people that you were defending
I see it happen. So one of the
all the time.
bro, Critical Role, one of the greatest fucking most
yeah.
positive fucking shows on Twitch, on YouTube, whatever. It's a D&D
Yeah.
live stream.
Yeah.
One of the biggest audience. They basically bring.
Oh, yeah. What's going on with that?
They brought back D&D basically
Oh, yeah.
for our
Generation.
generation,
Yeah.
honestly. And their audience is one of the greatest audiences ever until they're not. It's wild to see. They will tear that they've just done nothing but tear themselves apart one step after the other. Like Critical Role just started their new season a little bit back and they made a fun intro video to the show. where they're like walking around in safari clothes and like Temple of Doom style Indiana Jones themed, and their audience tore them apart for like what are they
Cultural appropriation.
Cultural appropriation. They were saying
It's
like,
Indiana Jones, bitch. Like,
bro, you can't say that. You can't say that anymore apparently because they're like, oh, you're dressed like people that annihilated indigenous people. How dare you? Like, because a dude's wearing a safari hat. They've been tearing themselves apart over this shit to the point where like they're like, we have to issue an apology about a harmless video.
See, that's where they fail, is giving into that bullshit. They can't give in
because the audience is eating themselves alive. It's what you said. Like, these people literally tear themselves apart till there's nothing left.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you just have to have the stones be like, look, I'd rather be burned alive for being myself than like be burned alive for like not being myself and having to apologize for it and still getting fucking burned. Like, people need to choose and have some fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Balls.
Backbone.
Backbone. Like, you just got to stand for what you believe in. Even if it's like something that you're like, wow, why are people freaking out about this? And they're really freaking out. Let them. Just fucking let them get mad. Let them get upset. And, you know, it's just, you fucking hate to see it, bro.
It's not, actions speak louder to words. That doesn't ring true anymore. Words speak louder. You can be the most humble, greatest dude. Make
God
a
forbid
joke.
You said something
one
20
joke,
years ago.
and then you're like a piece of shit, racist, whatever it is. Like, you're just a biggest garbage human because something you did. You could fucking spend millions. You could be a philanthropist, all this great shit. But it's like one word. We're gonna cancel you for this one thing. And it's like those, like what they're going through.
You can
for.
fuck 50 hot girls and all good. Fuck one goat. You're a goat fucker for the rest of your life, man.
Build 1,000 bridges. Build 1,000 bridges.
One.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's the truth. And that's how it's like, for this pod, I will be the first to say, if people try to cancel us, go after us or anything for like any of the jokes, fucking autistic, whatever, and you think we're ever going to apologize, go fuck yourself. Like, never in 1,000 years am I going to apologize for comedy.
You should just unsubscribe, am I right?
Yeah, unsubscribe because it's fucking comedy. It's comedy. At the end of the day, we're comedians. We want to make people laugh. Yep. If 95 people in a room laugh at a joke and you're the 5 that gets offended, you're fucking wrong. You're fucking retarded. Go fuck yourself.
It's frustrating. You know what I mean? Like, even with like Elon buying Twitter and stuff, they're like posting like pictures of him with like what's her name, Ghislaine Maxwell. But he's like, hey, that bitch photobombed me. Like, I don't really know her, and like I was supposed to sit her at a table because we had like name cards and all this shit.
Yeah.
And people are like, well, you're a part of the.
How did you not punch her in the face immediately?
Yeah. How do you not just blow her brains out? I was like, oh well, you know, like. Just kind of how it goes. I mean, I'm sure probably a lot of people would if they saw her. But
or it happened like 20 years ago, and you're like, how the fuck was I gonna know? Like,
yeah, exactly.
If you're at a billionaire party, you're gonna run into pedophiles.
Yeah, it's probably gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna be in a picture with a pedophile.
It's mind blowing to me. I hate. Oh my god, that's the one thing I'm like, ooh, just everyone just gets mad now. They're trying to Twitter. I didn't see that statement, but it was like Apple and Google were pissed because they're trying to be like, well, we're gonna take off. They're thinking about taking Twitter off the marketplace.
Well, we got Truth app now, so it's like,
because it's literally it's a hate speech place now, so they don't want that.
Yeah,
and I'm like, and Elon needs to make his own phone service if he wants to have that platform. I'm like, if that's not a giant fucking warning sign of
right? Yeah, I mean, dude, literally like a week after that, the White House is like, we have the Ministry of Truth now. I'm like, 1984, that's fucking weird. Holy shit, what the fuck? Like, and like people are just like, oh yeah, it's totally fine. It's just because these people are so used to their fucking echo chambers, and when they can say anything and get validated by the people around them and do anything just for outside validation, they're like, oh, this is fine. But as soon as you do anything that's against the grain, you get eaten alive. You'll be fucking ripped apart by your own people that you thought cared about you. And it's fucked up. And they're just fucking blind to it. They're just like, the hippies went from like, fuck the government, don't trust them, to follow the government. They know what's going on. It's like, what? Hold on. Like, well, yeah, like what happened here? Like,
this is the Fruit Loop.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Remember, it's just a spiral. It's literally the Fruit Loop, man.
True.
That was a great story about burning out, though. We were like, burning out. I was like, oh, yeah, we got to go. I'm burning out.
Yeah.
Like, video games suck.
Yeah, games suck right now, man. There's like nothing to play.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There's nothing to play right now. Burnout sucks, man.
So, Burnout, what even is that? Like for those who aren't watching Twitch, because a lot of people just watch us on YouTube. A lot of people just listen to the podcast. Like, what is Burnout in the content creator space? Like,
Cody has a I like
Cody's got a very good story.
Cody's the best one.
Yeah.
Cody, why did you do this
profit off people
podcast?
getting killed.
Yeah, piece of shit.
Murder.
I got
mean
just I get just burned out real easy making my content because I researched and edit it and just watching the murder all the time. Sometimes I gotta take a break.
Yeah.
Like, I get back to it, but I know we all stream here, and streamer burnout's a real thing.
Bro, I don't
know
know how
that because like people don't realize it's like all you do is sit in front of a computer and talk. It takes a lot of effort and focus to sit there for more than a couple hours.
My favorite thing is when people like I'll like say it's like, hey, this is my job, pays my bills. It's how I make money, right?
Absolutely.
People are like, that's not a real job. It's like, oh, so I should be fucking mining coal in the goddamn mine then. Is that a real job? Like, I'm sorry.
Let me just go back to working at a grocery store. That was that's respectable though.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
And they'll try and like belittle you too. And like, it's one of those things where it's like, is it a first world problem? Absolutely. Like, but it's it's just like you gotta have a spark and like want to enjoy what you do in life. And if you can make money while doing that too, awesome. Because you basically don't work a day in your life, right? Because if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life. But with streaming, it's like you get people who get like associated with a specific game. Like for me, like I started with Tarkov, and I think we talked about Tarkov on like my first podcast with you guys. Yeah. I don't do Tarkov anymore, really, ever. Like I've been doing variety streaming for like 2 years. It's been good. Like, do I make the same amount of money I do? No. Do I have the same amount of views? No. But do I have a very good core audience of people who still support me and like watch me no matter what I'm doing? Fuck yeah, they do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are very afraid to like
branch
out and take risks. And do something that is a little different than what they're normally doing in order to potentially grow more. And like I've actually seen more like solid like growth in my community the past 2 years than I have in years doing Tarkov. But the people will say like, well, but your numbers then were this and this and that. I'm like, no, like I get 1,000 viewers or more playing anything right now. Back then, if I played anything else that wasn't Tarkov, I would dip less than that. Like 90% of my viewership gone, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of streamers do struggle with this because like sticking with like one specific type of content doesn't have to be just a game. It could be just chatting. I know a lot of just chatting streamers, IRL streamers, they try and play a video game because they want to. Dude, their viewership tanks. Like it disappears.
The moment they don't have the same engagement to when they're just, it's like you said, the people come to us to watch Tarkov, or at least to me, they come in to watch Tarkov. They go to just chatting streamers for that actual engagement, that talk, that whatever the fuck. And the moment that stops, they lose that engagement. Oh, they're gonna go find somebody else.
Yeah, well, and the thing is with a lot of streamers, they're very self-conscious because they see that as their value. They're like, oh, if I'm not making this, if I don't have these numbers and analytics and money, I'm getting these likes, like it kills the dopamine in your brain. Because let's be honest, social media is a lot of dopamine. There's a lot of fucking good shit going on there. When you get likes, when you get subs, when you see growth, it's addicting. Even though and the money that comes on top of that enhances that addiction. And a lot of people don't know how to like take away from that. They can't stop. Even if it's like burning them out and they're not fucking happy. If they're still playing the game and they're just like, man, this isn't fun anymore. This feels like work. But a lot of people, like I said, first world problem. People work at a fucking grocery store. They hate their fucking job, but they have to do it because they have to pay their bills.
You want to pay your bills. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. But a lot of these guys, they can stop streaming right now and they'll be good for years. Like, they'll be good for years because a lot of streamers make a lot of fucking money. They'll be good for a long time. But just like 1 month not making the same amount of money just like destroys them internally. Like, they just can't fucking deal with that.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm worthless and I suck now. It's like, man, you could pay rent for 10 years right now. You're fine, bro. Like, you're good. But, it's just, it's a lot of the shackles that we put on ourselves. You know what I mean? Things that we convince ourselves that make us valuable to ourselves.
Absolutely, man. No,
I can't do it. Like I don't see how you guys stream as much as you can. I stream like 2 out 3
Well,
hours.
I'm a DJ, and like I said, I fucking my whole life I've been playing games for like 6-8 hours a day, just because like that's what I do in my free time.
Well, and if I was your age, I always said if I was your age and streaming was a thing, I get like imagine 18, it's like fucking 14, 16 years old and being able to stream at that time. World of Warcraft, EverQuest, in our young age, his age. All day.
I'm 28. I'm 28, by the way.
But now you're slowly you're slowly getting out of fucking game. Like it's less and less.
It's not as fun. And I think a part of that is because they've been playing games for so long. They've been so plugged in for a long time. I'm really starting to see a lot of like the downward spiral of just like games that are not meant to be fun. They're meant to profit. They care about making money.
You just see it so clearly.
Again,
now,
it's like that's what I was talking about, like the whole woke stuff and like all these shows on Netflix getting canceled is because they made all these products. We could just call them a product just to appeal to people so that they make money, were the best fucking things ever made, like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, first seasons. Let's not talk about the last seasons. It was all made off passion. It was made off of love put into a product, and then it just flowered and exploded, and people are like, whoa, this is fucking sick. Check this out. Somebody made this. And,
dope.
And then it just goes viral, and it spreads by word of mouth or however now. But now people just like, oh, I want to make money. Let's make this lifeless product that doesn't actually mean anything just so we can profit. And it just happens in every industry, movies, games, music. Like it's all over the place now, and people are just following trends. And for me, like I do my due diligence to try and find games that are like very niche, very small, made by developers who actually really give a fuck about what they're making.
They're trying to make a game to have fun. They want to have fun. They want people to play it, to enjoy it.
They have a vision, you know, because they're trying to create something unique. And they're not just chasing that dollar, because I've told people a long time, it's like, it's okay to like want to be wealthy, and it's okay to like want to have money, you know, but there's a cap, you know, they say it's about $120,000 a year. But when, again, you just try and
all of us are like, yeah, there's a cap.
Yeah, I'm just going off statistics. But when you lose that real passion and like desire to make something good for the benefit of the other people, whether it's entertainment or medicine or whatever, it will lose value so fast. Like, why do you think they have to make Call of Duties every single year? Why do you think they have to make a Battlefield game every single year? And all these games where they have to just keep repeating the same fucking thing over and over, and they're just rehashing stuff at that point.
I mean, look at Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah, they capitalized big time off
three PlayStations, right?
Yeah, they're just announced
on 3 PlayStations.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they profited that game really well.
I mean, but they don't care. Why would they need to build a new game when they can just be like,
oh yeah,
here's a skin, and buy this shark card. It costs you $10, and you get $1 million. Like,
but when they do a new piece of content, when Rockstar puts out a piece of content,
it's epic.
They
like,
put fucking
like Elden Ring 2 was amazing.
Software does the best. Software doesn't give it like software's just like
FromSoft is amazing, man.
FromSoft.
And like Rockstar 2, like Red Dead 2 was game of the fucking year, I think, right? And Sekiro too.
Yeah.
And like I've been saying this for a couple years now. Rockstar and FromSoft are the only two devs that actually make good AAA games. They're the only things that are really worth $60, but there's all these other $60 games with most of the content stripped out for another $40 on top of it with an expansion pass. So it's really a $100 game. You know, I mean, you guys remember the time where like when you got a game, it was like there was a lot of game there. Mind you, games were a little bit more simple back then, but it was still like a very new industry. But then when you got an expansion for like $15 or $20, it was like 30% more content. It was like there's way more.
Buying the disc.
Yeah,
like, it'd come in a separate. Like, remember the Halo 2 multiplayer packs and things like that? You had to go out and you were buying a separate game almost to fucking install on your Xbox, your original Xbox or whatever, like using up your entire hard drive.
Yeah,
this is it. Project Red does a good like CD. Well,
CD Projekt. Well, they fucked up.
They fucked that, and I will say they Witcher 3 had its bugs and shit. Yeah. I thankfully played Witcher 3 on a console, so it like ran really good. But when they release an expansion,
it's
Witcher
packed.
expansions.
Dude, they're good.
God.
They're really
like
good.
60-hour plus stories, and it's like here. Your game, and you're like, this is a fucking expensive.
$9.
Yeah, this is a full ass game.
Yeah, man, it's really good to see that. I mean, I blame DayZ standalone.
I kind of want to play Witcher now.
Dude, it's a good game. You should
I've
played through it so many times.
You've never played 3?
I've never played any.
Dude, just start on 3.
Play 3, yeah, it's good. You won't like know some of the backstory and stuff, but
they give you a kind of a brief like
recap.
Here you go, kind of get it, but you don't need it. Just go through it because as the best. That is a side quest game. If you think not Elden Rings, what's your Skyrim side quests are bad?
No, dude, you get
Witcher,
lost.
you're just
there's like dialogue, there's like key characters you meet, and they all like are interwebbed into like a grander story and stuff. And like if you just choose not to interact with certain stories, like it'll affect like the main storyline progression in some ways too. Yeah,
that's cool.
It's really cool.
And the comedy on some of those,
like, dude, it's good,
bro.
It's
when
so
you get the thieves, there's that one guy that's always trying to fight you.
The dwarf, right? The small one.
Is he the one always trying to fight you and one up you?
I think so.
There's the one that tries to do you.
Oh yeah, and he always just loses, dude.
Yeah, and then the thieves that are like, "Hey, where's your gold
Their
at?"
accents.
Yeah, you. Hey, you come here. We want to rob your gold. Hey, Bill, why's he got 2 swords? I think he's one of them witches. Oh, we shouldn't fuck with him, but he has gold. Let's rob him anyways. And you're just standing there, Geralt's like, I am a witcher. Bill, he's with you.
Yeah,
Give me your gold anyways. And it's like, kill them? Question.
Yeah.
And you get to choose, and it's literally like, ha! And you're like instantly murdering
Yeah.
them.
Oh yeah.
The game is hilarious.
It's really good. Play it.
Okay.
Bro,
Give her a try.
the best.
We just got like a checklist for Cody
I
when we're on the
know.
podcast. Like, all right, watch Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Play Witcher. Do what were they? Rock orcs? What were the trolls?
Golems or trolls?
Trolls could talk in that game, right?
Yeah, they were the troll. Yeah, I think they were the trolls. Yeah, they were all lumpy. It looked like
Witcher. And like the painting one. Did you do the when it's like you have to build the bridge or you have to do the fence? The best side quest ever. Is like they're like, hey, fuck stick, go fucking do. They told him like they gave a troll. They're like, you have to build a fence to protect the boats. So he's, okay. He broke all the boats to build them into fences. I built the fence. Girl's like, God damn it, dude. Like, what? Why would you do? They told me build fence to protect boat. It's protected. And then he's like, okay. He's like, job's done. Job is done. Me. Wait, I need to paint the fence. Can you paint it? And Witcher's
why
like,
are you doing the hands?
and he's like, I know. And he's like, I know.
No, it's not okay when you do the hands, Eli.
Paint the fence. And you ask, like, Geralt, you can have Geralt paint the fence. You go, you do a quest, you find the paint, and you give it to him. And Geralt paints it, and he's like, that is so good. And then, but you can tell the troll to paint the fence, and it's a fucking, like, mural. It is beautiful. He's like, oh, I'm very bad at painting. They'd be mad. It's like a piece of art.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God bless this game. It's just so
The
good.
troll is autistic.
Yeah, 100%.
It's
He's an Eli
quirky,
troll.
It's a quirky thing now.
It's quirky now.
It is a quirky thing.
God, man.
Again, that's a part of like the whole like wokeism inclusive stuff that won't be accepted and loved. And
It's weird. Nobody wants to accept a ginger.
it's hard to when you don't have a soul.
God, I need to play Witcher 3 again. If you start, I'll play that game again. I'll go through it side
There's
by
not a
side.
co-op or anything, is there?
No, it's single player.
Okay.
It's a good, like, I played through
It's
it
also
twice.
super dark and gritty.
Oh, bro.
Parts of it are fucking. I don't want to spoil. There's like right in the beginning with the Baron, like just that whole quest line is.
Dude, yeah, the botchling. He's not going to know what a botchling
You're
is, and
right,
we'll keep
you're
it that.
Yeah.
We'll just say a botchling.
Dude, I fucked up my first time around and I helped the horse out. And I was like,
oh, the horse.
I was like, lesser evil, of course. What's the worst that could happen? I'm like, oh God. Like,
The worst happened.
yeah, I'm like, what? Fuck.
Yeah, that's one of those games where your actions have consequences.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just
And, like, you
save
get
this
attached to those
horse.
Usually bad.
Yeah.
This talking horse isn't too suspicious. Oh, well. It's like, all the children have been killed. And you're like, what the fuck just happened? Like, dude,
I'm gonna play Witcher tonight, I think.
Do you keyboard or controller better?
Controller.
control.
Control. Like those kind of games, controllers. Way to go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. It's a good. I love the fighting mechanic. Even though it is, if you just use stone all the time, it's broke. Stone skin.
Yeah.
You get a free hit no matter what. So
Yeah.
But that first boss fight, I will say, if you're not leveled up, that's the hardest.
The Griffin or the
No.
Wyvern.
No,
the
the first
basilisk or
ice.
something?
No, the first ice soldier, whatever who are the bad guys in that? The
Oh,
first-
the Wild
like
Hunt.
Yeah, the wild
first
hunt,
wild
the
hunt.
elves or whatever.
that first wild hunt when you're with the girl witch.
Oh, yeah. When,
Dude,
when you're
you-
with Siri.
He's hard.
Yeah, that's the only one. Oh, and you can bang prostitutes in the game,
Fuck yeah. Finally.
and it shows
Yeah,
everything.
Are you allowed to show the boobies from The Witcher on Twitch?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Can you? Twitch, you can show boobies.
If
Well,
it's a
not
part
all
of,
boobies.
if it's a
but-
part of a video game.
But what happens if it's like a hentai video game?
I think no joke. I'm pretty sure they came out and said as long as it's part of the game and not the focus of the game.
Yeah, because like those hentai games are just like sex, like 2 minutes of talking. Sex,
Which
sex.
which hentai games? Where?
One's on Steam.
I always wondered
Which
how
favorite? Which one do you play?
I don't. Baddie. I'm not-
Baddie,
Yeah, me neither.
It's
Me
like
neither.
I'm playing like Witcher 3, and it's like Baddie has purchased big titty goth bitches.
Bro, you know
Baddie has beat big titty goth.
He's like, hold on a second. This
No,
is actually a
I
pretty
got a
good
story
game.
about this. Kings and me used to send each other the most fucked up hentai games we could find on like the best porn games, and you'd be like, no, I don't want it, and then a lot of times you hit him like 3 or 4 at once, and he'd accept one by accident, and he'd be like just spamming through it, and then all of a sudden you'd see friends who own a game. I'd be like, That's weird. What you doing, man? We used to send each other just fucked up games on Steam all the time.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I was like, man, because that game, it does tell you, it's like, your friends own this game. Uh-oh.
What do you mean Baddie's playing Dating Daddy Simulator? What?
Which we need to play that. Supposed to be hilarious. Daddy dating sim?
I've never.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. That was big on. That was big on Twitch. That was big on. It was big on Twitch for a little while.
I want to say Game Grumps helped with it or something.
Something like that.
I think I played that with someone on stream like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I
I feel like I got shithoused and played that on stream.
It seems like the game to get drunk and play.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 100% like a fucking let's get shit house and play daddy dating sim. I'd do that all day, every day.
We're going to learn some things about us.
Hey, we don't need to learn. Let's see their Steam libraries, boys.
Who we swapping right on?
Oh, no, my Steam library is clean. Super clean. I've shown it on stream before. Had to clean that bitch up after Kings fucking annihilated it for
Can
a
you
while.
actually like remove games?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
You can hide them and remove them.
Never had to use the remove feature, but
Well, you don't have a friend like Kings.
yeah. Well,
I've
Thanks, bro.
not done any of those. I just noticed when it was like all that stuff. I was like, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that little-
people shows everything.
DADDY.
yeah, dad like dating something, or just do dad dating. It'll probably pop
Yeah.
up.
Daddy
Oh
dating.
no, you know what? I have Who's Your Daddy and Shower with Your Dad Simulator 2015.
The shower with your
Yeah.
dad sim. Oh my god, I've heard of
What
that.
is that?
And you shower with your dad.
So like, it's,
Cody, please.
it's like an 8-bit game, and you're this little kid, and you're in the shower with a bunch of dads, like at the Y or some shit. And if you run into the wrong dad, then game's over, and all your little like everyone's peckers is hanging out and stuff, and you're just this little kid running around. And so there's like the redheaded dad with red pubes, and there's like the black
What?
dad.
No way.
And, like, so you got to match your ethnicity to like whichever dad, and it starts over every time you find your dad, and you only have like a couple seconds to find your dad.
I hope that was a one person made that game, not like a group of friends. It's like, bro,
Hear
I got
me
an
out,
idea.
guys.
I
Hear
got a
me
great
out.
idea.
Well, you know this one starts with a guys, listen. I got an idea.
Okay, Baddie has red hair. Cody, you have brown hair. Clean, you're fucking Middle Eastern. I'm just saying, if I was a child, I'm gonna have red hair. You're gonna have red pubes. If we make a game where I have to run up and match my head of hair to my father's pubes, wouldn't that be a blast?
I just want to know why the dads don't have hair. Are they all bald? What's going on?
No, they have hair too. But what's the?
Well, you're obviously going to match it with their pubes clean. Duh.
Your head level, you know.
Yeah, duh.
Yeah, you're not looking.
Did you stare
up.
at your dad's pubes when you're? No, only Scoutmaster Kevin.
I got a badge afterwards.
I am so uncomfortable.
My special badge.
God. So, okay. So we got Daddy Dating Sim. We got Witcher 3, Chernobyl.
This is the
Damn.
most we've talked about video games, and God knows how
Yeah,
long.
I don't know. So the Reddit Tarkov community loves you. I remember.
Oh, they're like,
Do they still hate you?
dude, they're
I haven't checked in with the Reddit Tarkov
they,
thing in
they
like
give
a
me
year
so
and a half.
they give me so much love all the time. Like whenever like any mention of me, dude, just such wonderful comments. Nothing but positivity and love.
Dude, Reddit's the biggest toxic piece of shit. Like Redditors are just 90% of them are just terrible humans that are
I
all
get free
victims.
Reddit points. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm rich.
Internet points.
That's the craziest. Like that is the one social media I've never met like a person, an influencer, whatever the fucking terminology is, that has also been like, hey buddy, what's your Reddit following?
Oh, I got a Tinder story about this one.
Any of you have ever
Really?
like you didn't ask? I don't
No,
ask
who gives
any of
a
my
fuck?
buddies. Yeah, I never give.
I mean,
any.
I lurk on Reddit primarily. Like occasionally I'll comment. I think the last comment
Funny shit there, kid.
Yeah,
There is,
oh, yeah. I
absolutely.
mean, I mainly subscribe to like specific subreddits for like games or like communities, maybe like
Yeah.
little memes here and there. I mean, granted, a lot of that changed. I still remember when like black people and white people Twitter on Reddit was funny.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude.
They used to be so good. And like,
Holy shit,
dude,
they're hilarious.
Dude, it was so good. And now it's just like, fuck capitalism, fuck white people. And like, it's like, holy shit, like there's an agenda here. Like these memes are conditioning people now. What the fuck? Like, it's pretty fucking
Reddit.
stupid now. It used to be so funny though, man. Like the memes are so funny. Dude.
I used to work overnight security forever, a lifetime ago, and I would literally just scroll Reddit for like 7 hours a day.
Yeah, dude.
Camera check, Reddit.
yeah, same. I love Reddit. I would back in the day, and then you just watch it.
Oh yeah. I still remember when the Tarkov subreddit was like very small, very helpful. People like really were critical.
Used to be great, man.
Yeah, it was around like the 50K sub mark, maybe a little bit more than that. And people were very helpful, very knowledgeable. Like everyone's like, oh, this is a tactical shooter. You know, it's kind of a serious game. And now it's just like everybody hates you. Everybody complains about anything. Like you can't, dude. They literally
hate everything.
The moderators literally banned memes off of that subreddit because it was toxic. And like the memes were the funniest thing out of the subreddit because Tarkov memes are pretty good sometimes. Like they hit like dead on sometimes. But they're like, yeah, we can't have memes here anymore. It's
no fun allowed.
Yeah, dude, it was very lame.
Cody's just like, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
No, I don't get on there anymore because they give Klean so much shit.
I honestly, I rarely like. I only go to the subreddit for like news. If there's like any like Tarkov news or something. But then again, I'll usually just go to Twitter.
I've removed myself from the Tarkov loop. Like I don't do any social media with anybody in the Tarkov world anymore. I never talk about it. I never do anything with it.
It's honestly, it's gotten so toxic. Like after drops and like after like the whole like just
everybody's just shitting on everybody constantly.
Like you
it's
can't,
so negative,
like,
man.
Yeah, no, it's just
everyone just wants to surround.
I honestly blame a lot of the fact that they've tried to turn the game into a competition. Or at least the community has tried to turn the game into a competition.
It's changed.
They've tried to make it like a competitive sport, and it's not. It's never was that. They've also tried to glorify it by like who has the most money, who has the most fucking kills, who has like who got the levels the fastest and stuff like that. And I feel like a lot of those things really soured the game's community because when like all of these big things are happening, like mainly like drops,
suddenly everybody's got to be better than everybody.
Yeah, now everybody's got to be better than everybody, and everybody has something to prove. Like I know like a lot of streamers, like they'll literally tell me like, oh, I won't play with certain guns just because I don't want my Twitch chat to give me shit. Like I literally like
I'd be like,
seriously,
I tell my Twitch chat to fuck off.
No, I do that too. Like I'll play Tarkov and I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna play a scav. Scabbing is hella fun, right? Yeah,
it's my favorite part of Tarkov.
Dude, same.
Exactly.
Good time.
I can't do it anymore.
I'll literally have
though.
people go like, why are you playing a scav? Why aren't you just running the best gear in the game
constantly?
Streamer, like
wait,
why
you didn't get 7 kills every raid?
Yeah, exactly. It's just man, it's so bad, and it's just. It sucks to see because the EFT community used to be really fucking cool when it was smaller and more niche. But then again, like any game that gets to a certain point will eventually kind of like get
the tipping scale.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and that goes not even for just games. It goes for like pretty much anything that's like pop culture related. You know, anything that gets popular or like mainstream. Because that's when like people want to start tearing it down. You get like the content creators don't make content; they just critique shit, and then it turns that into an echo chamber. So people start parroting that person, and then that turns into a whole like social shitstorm on the internet and.
Well, as soon as the game or the subject's fan base is no longer just its fan base, you know what I mean? You have people who are outside of its fan base that don't understand it, that don't want to understand it. They just see something and they're like, I don't get this. I don't like it.
Yeah,
I'm a bitch about it now.
Yeah, they get into it for face value because like most people who play Tarkov now got into it during like the big boom, and they're like, oh, everybody plays this game to kill people and make the most money and play the game as fast as possible and like try and break the game. And like people are like, oh, this is how you're supposed to play a game now. Okay. And then that like it just totally like ruined.
Just completely ruined.
Everything.
Changed everything.
Yeah, totally fucking
Thanks for ruining our game.
Yeah.
Piece of
Landmark.
shit.
We played it before. It was cool.
Fucking Willer.
Actually,
else we calling
I
it?
will say though, out of all of like the Tarkov players, Will is actually probably my favorite, only because when anything changes in that game, he doesn't complain. He's like,
He figures it out.
he
adapts to
Figures,
it.
he adapts. He figures it out, and he doesn't like bitch. He's like, oh, I can't do what I did before. Oh well, because he's down to learn. Whereas like 99% of the community, whenever like anything changes in the game that slightly nerfs their ability to break the game, they're just like,
dude.
fucking, they get so mad. They get their communities to fucking bitch about it. They complain about it all day. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe I can't have 60 kilos in gear and run like a Kenyan anymore. This sucks. Like, bro, you ever fucking put armor on before? Like, you ever fucking have mags in there too and then a helmet on? Like,
I guess man, everybody's just likes focusing on negativity and shit, man.
Yeah, man, you gotta
nothing else to complain about.
I mean, and that's what I like about you guys is like, you guys have good comedy, and the comedy is like what people would call edgy, and would be that's not socially acceptable, but it's like that's the whole fucking point of comedy, dude, is to poke fun at people, and if you can't laugh about it, so the fuck what? You're just a little bitch, and you can't take a joke because at the end of the day, you're just really insecure, and you don't really know what it means to actually have confidence.
You hear that, audience? Klean thinks you're a little bitch. He hates all of you.
Yeah, he told us.
Your feelings are hurt.
You should cancel him.
Yeah.
Fuck, cancel Klean.
Hashtag. Yeah.
Cancel Klean. Be sure to put a K in it, fuckers.
You can't though. You can't. He's Middle Eastern. then you'll get canceled if you try to cancel him.
He looks white.
I'm like half white, so like, you know.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Then
you're still cancelable.
Burn him to the ground. Dude, I will say, okay, well, a quick thing. Call it Warzone, the new patch came out. It's normal, 80 gig patch that they do. It's a fucking.
How big is that fucking
80
game?
gigs.
Now?
It's
was
like
at
250 gigs. It was huge. Then they
Yeah.
downsized it to like
No, it
100.
was at 500 gigs.
Whoa, yeah,
it was
just like what?
Bro, it was huge. Like,
How?
it was a hard drive. You had a dedicated
Yeah,
M2
bro.
to play.
Yeah,
like,
bro. It's-
Jesus.
Well,
Dude.
it's like honestly, like it kind of makes sense because like if you just like include the campaign is like 150 gigs or
Is there
more.
still a campaign in the Call of Duty games?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
got
thought Warzone was.
dude. The campaign for the new Modern Warfare was
good.
amazing.
Super good.
It was
You should
really
play.
good.
You haven't played through it?
Dude, the
Dude,
baby scene?
The night vision missions.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
fucking
it's
good.
actually
They
it's
just
actually
did
really
movies.
legit.
They just remade it from like movies and shit.
Yeah,
like it's
Zero Dark 30 and
what was
yes.
the 13 hours?
Yeah.
13 hours.
Yeah,
they
they
like
did a 13
replicated
hour
it.
scene.
Probably my favorite movie of all time.
It's
Yeah.
literally the 13-hour fight sequence.
Mhm.
Like
Really?
to a
It's
T,
incredible.
bro. It's
Yeah.
fucking
It's
gangster.
like it makes me wish like man, why
Let
would
me
they
add
put
that
this
to my
amount?
list.
Yeah,
Dude,
they,
it's good.
imagine if they put like that amount of immersion and like kind of like realism into the multiplayer.
well, that's
It'd be
like,
so good.
That's
It'd be fucking amazing, dude.
they like Warzone is
Balance.
Warzone still one of my
I
favorite.
can't slide anymore. What the heck?
I never minded that. I love Warzone is still one of my favorites because it's fast, but dear God, those devs fuck it up every patch. They're like the game, they like walk it in and they're like,
It's a market. It's a marketing
people are
scam.
happy.
Every time.
And then, well, okay, here's the best. How do you Warzone sniper rifles? Those are a thing. How do you make a sniper rifle?
Gucci out of Mosin.
How do you make one just unusable in a setting like Warzone?
One shot, one kill.
Multiple hits. I'm gonna say with that.
Or multiple hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 shots to the head.
yeah.
So you're saying
That's
it
the
takes
latest
too many
patch.
shots
People
now.
were like, "Yo, what the fuck? I have to shoot these dudes twice in the head now with sniper."
So
this
it's not,
is
it says-
direct.
I was gonna say,
like-
so it's not like one in the head, one in the body. It's like head. And
Yeah.
then- wow, that's
That's
fucking
well,
garbage.
it used to be. It's like if you hit him in the head, you drop him,
yeah.
which I think is
makes
the
sense.
standard.
That should be.
Body is 2 to 3.
Yeah.
It's always been the way. This is now twice to the head,
That's really dumb.
and I was like, why would that ever register of like, hey, let's do this, and then
Slowing down
Well, I
the
got a
time to
question.
kill
Is
the
there
2TK.
like any other gun in the game that's like new that is better than that?
no, that was their idea on how to.
They're slowing down the time to kill. They're
Yeah.
But no,
throwing
none of
things
the
out.
other guns changed.
I mean, it's still slowing down the time to kill. Everybody knows sniper rifles are the quick,
Yeah,
easy.
I was gonna say
good. Yeah.
in COD it was always like
CTK.
even
But no one
CQB
uses
could
them.
just be like boom, boom,
Not
boom.
anymore.
Well, especially
Yeah.
before because it was still like they were up close. Sniper rifles suck, so like you were always
Unless you
like,
quickscope.
Yeah, and you have to still
you gotta
like,
be really
now
good. You
really
gotta be good. You
Yeah,
gotta be
because
really good.
sliding, jumping,
Yeah, you could be
shooting, and those guns melt, and that's why this is the first time like everyone's just like, oh, we can't do any like these are just
Bro, I
tossed them away.
I did an army event once when I was with the snipers, and we had like it was like a recruiting event. We had all the sniper rifles out. I legit had a child come up to me. So you ever like quick scope? Like dead ass serious, and I had to be like, here, hold this Barrett for me real quick. he was like a 10-year-old kid, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
bro.
Speaking of heavy things, when's that Warzone video coming out?
Oh, one day, never.
Yeah. How do you still have our plates?
No, I sold
many
those on
plates do you
eBay.
have?
I have enough to get shot a lot, and then
Yeah,
take.
my
Well,
plates, my
Cody's
plates,
was
my
already
plates.
shot. I
Yeah,
just
one of
left
them was
Cody
shot.
gave me shot plates. I was
Like,
like,
here's
one-
your
okay,
plates,
one
but
shot plate.
It's destroyed.
It's been a year. It's been over a year,
I
Eli.
literally
know.
got new plates because I didn't have it.
I
I'm like, I
have
need
plates.
some.
I have all your plates. in
Give
the
me my
closet.
plates back, Eli.
Done.
Or let's just go film it and
I
you
know.
like
I
an hour.
know. No one knows that fucking concept. We don't tell them.
We're gonna film it next week. Doesn't
Okay,
matter. I
done.
can say
There
that.
we, yeah,
Let's
we
film it
can
next
do
week.
that. There we go.
Straight up.
Perfect.
Come back. We'll film it this weekend.
Done. Actually, wait.
I'll guinea pig if you don't wanna get
and
tired,
then-
like, I'll
yeah,
get
Monday.
tired.
Yeah,
I'll hate
we can
my
actually do it
fucking
next.
life. Like,
I know
This is gonna be
guess-
just-
guess-
Watch
Yeah.
and drink.
I
guess
know
what
everyone's
the-
just like, have a good time. Actually, now we have everything for that. So yeah, it'll be next week. We can do that.
You waited till it's 101 degrees in
Oh,
San
yeah.
Antonio.
hey, I'm
down.
not a bitch. I will fucking do it for the gram.
Hopefully,
Let's
it
do
cools
it in
down. by
Matt's
then.
garage.
I know that's what the layout is. Other than the obstacle course.
Oh yeah.
He's got the that'd be a fucking awesome place to do it.
Yeah, that's.
We could see who has the quickest time.
Oh yeah, we're
Not
gonna
me,
do
Not
that.
me.
Just have that comparison. But like
Not doing shit if it's 100 degrees, bro.
You're inside. Stop being a pussy.
But it's outside, it's 100 degrees.
Oh yeah, it's hot.
there was another thing. Oh, it was the patch before Warzone. So that was the new patch they fucked up. Last patch they were like, let's give everyone more health.
Like how much health?
So your standard was like 150, I think. So you had your 3 plates and then your 150
3
health
plates?
in that
Yeah.
game. You were all in front. All in front. You
Yeah,
always
dude.
bring 3. And then
Has anyone at fucking who made
Just
Call of
like
Duty now?
walking around like
Has
this,
anyone
dude.
tried hot swapping plates before?
But there's a zipper right here, dude. It's easy. It
yeah,
doesn't
you
like
take
crumble.
out your 3 broken plates.
The ones
You
that
put in
fit
your 3 new plates.
unbelievably tight inside
Yeah,
your fucking
yeah.
plate carrier.
Well, they do make plate carriers now. There literally is a zipper right here, and you can just be like zip and pull it out. It's actually a real thing. It's not like that fantasy, but do people run that? No. Like
No, and it's 1 plate, not fucking
3.
3. But they had the new one was they went from 150 health to 300 health. So then you
That's
had
double the HP. What the fuck?
took more shots with no plates. Like I remember it was like broke. I was like, oh, I got this guy, and I did my normal burst where I know.
Yeah, you're-
and the
you're
guy's
so
still
video
running. I was like,
games.
what the?
Yeah.
And then finally they dropped. I was like, what the fuck is this? And it was like, oh, they doubled the HP for non-plates. I was like, so dudes take 20 shots now to maybe drop them. I hate the devs over there.
Well, a lot of the time they'll actually like make certain guns really OP and then include it in like a DLC
A pack? Yeah. I
They
see
do
that.
that.
That's a huge issue with the last few with Call of
Yeah.
Duty, actually.
The DMR.
Oh, yeah,
the
a lot- a
DMR
lot of
era was
honestly,
like
like
2
old
months.
school guns they
a
brought
lot
back.
of a lot of games that have the microtransactions and stuff like that. They'll do that. They'll do that intentionally
I
because
mean,
they're
Call
like,
of Duty
oh,
did that back in fucking Modern Warfare 4 or whatever the fuck it was. One of the-
everyone.
yeah.
yeah, they make sure that the new guns are the new meta, so
Mhm.
that way, like, if you don't give them money, you're gonna basically be behind competitively. And even if it's just like casual matches, like you're gonna go against the guys who have them, and they're gonna fucking shit on you. And you can't like not matchmake with them. You have to matchmake with them.
Oh
You
yeah,
can't
you're
not to.
fucked.
Yeah,
That was the DMR meta for like 3 months.
it was like 2-shot, right? Just dead.
Yeah, and it was a semi-auto sniper that was just fun. Like, and if you did not have one, if all your teammates didn't have those, like, no weapon was used during that time period. Not a single fucking weapon was used. It was DMR era.
It's funny
That
how
was
that
it.
happens, you know? Like remember when like the Mutant first came out and it was literally just like it had less recoil than a submachine gun, and it's a 7.6239 fucking
flattest shooting gun like out the gate.
yeah, and it was just like you didn't even have to aim. You could literally just be like dead.
That was just
dead.
hip fire.
Yeah,
Everything?
well, I mean, most
Oh,
the-
laser.
Yeah, well, yeah, with the laser, but it's like most like high level players in Tarkov like rarely fucking aim their gun anyway because the point fire. Remember, it still used to be worse. I don't know,
Dude,
remember when it used to be even
Point
more.
fire was more accurate than aiming. You used to throw
Yeah.
a laser
Oh, I
or
remember
2 on.
that.
Yeah, that was actually when you played Elon.
Yeah, that was when I played.
Yeah,
You
well, back,
just
well,
hip
back
fire.
then it was actually the same. Point firing and aiming was the same recoil and control and everything. So like,
But it was quicker. You didn't need
yeah,
to aim.
yeah,
just
you didn't,
fucking-
yeah, you
Walk
didn't-
around
you
the
didn't-
corner.
Yeah, exactly. You just be like, I'm gonna stick my muzzle here and die, and you know, just like the full auto in that game is also fucking ridiculous too. And it sucks because like some guns that are full auto that are really easy to control have too much recoil, and some that really shouldn't have a lot or none. I mean, it's just fucking really dumb.
Video games, love them.
What was the question? We didn't even ask a question. Wait.
Hey, chat, no question this week. Just go and say Happy Mother's Day to your mothers
Yeah.
or somebody else's mother.
Or
I
it
don't
can
know,
be
do
that
your thing.
dude that goes like, I don't post on social media to thank my mom. I actually go and thank them to make like everybody try and feel bad.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Like,
But Fluck, put this right after the intro.
Hey, Cody,
Yeah, bud.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you so much, man.
Dude, Clean, happy Mother's
favorite
Day.
single
Happy
mother.
Mother's Day.
thank you.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Baddie.
Mother's Day.
Baddie live, partied out with cum out his mouth.
You could easily make that look like cum.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna take a white.
yeah, it's literally a white
I
marker.
have one actually.
It's a white.
Yeah.
It's
Just like doing that after this. I know that.
Well, thank you for watching Unsubscribe. As always, we have Eli Double Tap, DonutOperator, and I am Baddie Streams.
Clean, where can the people find you?
Clean is Clean on Insta, Twitter, and Clean on Twitch.
Boom, with a K.
With a K.
Do we bang now or after?
I didn't subscribe to this.
Okay, turn down. Fucking
Yeah, I
Stone
turned
Cold
on-
Steve Austin.
Hey, brother.
Bro, I genuinely thought he was going to beat up Eli for a minute.
Why?
Apparently, he doesn't like being called Stone Cold.
We already talked.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You just ruined everything.
He wasn't actually mad.
Eli, you're a piece of shit.